Hello, and welcome back for another Avatar The Last Airbender traditional draft. It's gotta be the Mythic Rare Saga. In red, black, blue, I guess, and white. These are all busted. This one is one of the weaker ones, honestly, I think, because you don't do anything to affect the board for the first two turns. There could be some games where you actually don't want to play this on turn 4, but it's still quite good. We'll look to wheel maybe Airbending Lesson, Boomerang Basics, or Rocky Rebuke if we are red, if we are green blue. Lion Turtle's been tough. I have yet to make this thing into a body. This has been like a 3 mana rock for me so far. Iroh's Demonstration is also a solid pickup. Mechanist was passed. Interesting. I have a good feeling that we will end up blue this draft just off these two cards. This thing is pretty easy to turn on. You just need to cast non-creature spells. And even if he dies before you get to turn these guys into 3/1 flyers, you still have the clue tokens left over at least. In this pack, besides that, there's Watery Grasp, nice cheap removal that we'll need in blue, allies at last. And that's about it. The rest of the pack is kind of bad, to be honest. Katara is too hard to cast and to get value out of, I feel. All right, we'll take Katara, this Katara. She's good. Even if you don't draw with her, you just need one attack and you've got a 3/4 body for 3 mana. Quencha is nice if you have lesson payoffs like the first time flyers. I've come up on this. It can be awkward if you top deck it and you don't end up countering anything. It can literally be a dead card, but the upside is high enough that I've come around to like it. Other than that, nothing in this pack besides maybe Barrels of Blasting Jelly if we decide to fix on something. There is the lesson payoff we were talking about with It'll Quench It. I don't think Ration Wave is playable. Maybe others disagree, but it's just mana to do nothing to affect the board state except temporarily. Razor Rings is something I will pick up if we're blue-white. Blue-white is a pretty solid color combination. Fire Nation Cadets can be good in the aggressive decks where you have lesson cards to go in the graveyard. We actually just did a draft where we had 5 of these, and that was maybe too many because we only had like 3 lessons. But we'll stick blue here, try and stay open. That is a solid red-white card. The question is it worth splashing for? Iroh. We don't take honest work here. This thing is just awful. It leaves them with a 1/1 body, and it ramps them. I don't want to take Platypus Bear here. I guess we can take Iroh and see if we end up splashing, but that seems not very likely. I don't want to play Aang's Journey. Yeah. Master Piandao is also expensive. This might be wrong, but we'll take Iroh. If anything, just for the gems. Now, we've seen 2 wall-top sentries in a row. Do we play green-blue? We've had some disaster drafts as green-blue. We've drafted decks and been like, wow, this is going to do great, and literally gone 0-3 or 1-3. But we've also had a 3-0. The important thing with green-blue, I think, is to get interaction and things that actually affect the board. You can play a deck that stabilizes, ramps, and then draws a lot of cards, but doesn't actually get to a board state that overwhelms the opponent. And you just lose eventually to value engines or the opponent eventually drawing their rares. We'll take another. Will we take another wall top sentries, or will we take Judy and really mix things up? Judy. We'll select wall top sentries here. I'm curious what the stats are on 17 lands for these 2 cards. So Judy according to 17 lands right now, has a 55% win rate. We could take Waterbending Lesson here, since we're most sure that we're blue. Yip Yip is playable. Treetop Freedom Fighters are more for the red-white go-wide aggro deck. This is good if we had something to ramp to. Currently, we don't have anything to ramp to. If you also have 4-power creatures, like the Ostrich Horse. Green looks like it's been the most open so far. We'll take a Rocky Rebuke. This is removal. I don't think we pick up a Waterbender here. And let's check 17 lands to see what was taken. Rocky Rebuke also works nicely with 2 creatures that have Death Touch. I don't want to take Giant Koi, but I might. Either that or Water Skin. Don't really have any red. There's nothing for us in this pack. Earth Rumble Wrestlers are the most playable of these cards. I'm going to put it in the sideboard and not count it as a card. Okay, Fire Nation Cadets is wheeling pretty late. The problem with trying to conclude that red is open from these packs is that these are not great red cards. I mean, Fire Nation Cadets can be decent or good in the right deck. These have been not good cards. Yeah. Day of the Black Sun. How closed was black in the last pack? So, first pick, 1 black card was taken. Azula Always Lies. That was the only black card available in the first pick. Then Azula on the Hunt was taken. Foggy Swamp Hunters was not, because he stinks. Beetle-Headed Merchants was taken. So there is at least one other drafter in black. And then in the last 2 picks, no black cards taken unless you count Azula. So there just weren't black cards in the last pack. Blue-black is a totally viable archetype. I think it might even be the highest win rate color pair. We'll take Day of the Black Sun here. Hope to wheel Deadly Precision, but we probably won't. We at most would get Tundra Tank. And Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper is great. That's enough for me to get the red out of here. I'll keep the green over here just in case. But not hard to draw your second card here. We have Clues off Mechanist. We have 2 draw cards off Legend of Kurik. And we have Waterbending Lesson. Plus Katara. So basically the only card that doesn't draw us cards is the First Time Flyer. And I hope not to play this Giant Koi. Swamp Snare Trap is not the removal I usually want to be playing. We want cards like Deadly Precision that can be cheap and efficient, especially with clue tokens to sack. I like Messenger Hawk better than Earth Village Ruffians. If this was not here, I might even take Abandoned Attachments for the First Time Flyers, but we can only have so much air in our deck. Like, we can't run a bunch of Abandoned Attachments and Waterbending Lessons. Ooh, Earth Kingdom Jailer is the best card here, but we'll take Lost Days. It's removal. It's more draw because it creates a clue token. And I've come up on this. This can be tricky when you have a bomb that has a great ETP effect. Like I played this against, for example, the 4/3 Aang that brings in a CMC mana 4 or less. But you just have to deal with the fact that there are bombs in the set, and you're going to let their ETBs come in sometimes. Usually when you're using this on a bomb with a nice ETB and you're suffering through it, it's still better to get it off the field. My, oh my. Watery Grasp is here. June is here. I wouldn't mind running Fire Nation Worship, but we're heavy on 3-drop slots. Maya's going to be a little awkward because we have non-creature spells we want to play. I'm curious what her win rate is. 54%. And June Also 54%. I think the stats on this are still nice. If we were in black white, I might like June over Mai. But we'll take that here. For water bending, which we have Katara for, I might take the Kyoshi Battle Fan. Look, I don't love it any more than you do. But Fire Nation Engineer, I don't think it's going to be turned on by attacks until later on in the game. Maybe we will have unblockables off Foggy Swamp and Legend of Kurik. But to play this as like a 2-drop, as a 3-drop, we're not going to be triggering it very often with First Time Flyer and Kyoshi Battle Fan. If we get multiple First Time Flyers, then maybe we are triggering it more often. Our 3-drop slot is already so heavy though. Let's take First Time Flyer here. The Ruffians are just alright. I will pick up a Ruffians here, even with the heavy 3-drop slot. And I think because the red was so weak from the first pack, people are passing around here. Firebender Ascension is alright. Deadly Precision Wield, wow, and Tundra Tank. So it looks like no one took a black card out of here, and this is a pretty good one. So people deterred enough from the black in the first pack that we're now getting rewarded. We haven't really gotten much blue in this pack, but that's all right. We need removal, but I don't think we ever play this. I don't ever want to play this. Take a land, happily. Beetlehead Merchants, probably not play. We do have a lot of 1/1 unblockable tokens that we could sack. So it's not impossible that we play that. Glider Staff is one of the best cards here. Iroh, I would like to play you someday. You are 3 colors. We often see you late. We'll take Hama. Hama's still fun. The question is, do we actually take her over Messenger Hawk? We're going to have a lot of clue tokens to waterbend with her. I think so. I think so. Our curve also can afford to have some higher drops here. Professor's Day, is that something we want to be doing in blue-black? I'm curious how much win rate of this card is affected by its double pip. It's got a decent, does it have a decent game in hand win rate? It's bottom 50%. It's below average. We can toss Lessons. We can get back Day of Black Sun or other cards. I mean, I don't want to be playing the Pirate Peddlers, the Hog Monkey, or the Cat Owl. Cat Owl does kind of get funky and cool with the Mechanist, but here it's gotta be what? Wolfbat? Is it Wolfbat? We're gonna draw our second card for the turn. Quite a bit. I've never played Wolfbat before. I think it will be another lesson with the first time flyers here. Maybe this is too much draw. Legend of Kurik, Waterbending Lesson, and Abandoned Attachments. Grand. Plan with Grand. Okay, do we like Grand here? Or do we actually run Otter Penguin as a threat? Grand actually has a 59.6% win rate. I didn't know that'd be the case. We'll take her here. We've got some powerful cards we want to cycle to, specifically the Foggy Swamp, Spirit Keeper, and the Legend of Kurik. And she can get Lessons in the graveyard for our first time flyers. Our first time flyers can also be pumped by Soka's Haiku. That is a lesson. I think we do have space for it on the mana curve right now. We'll cut these green cards, put the do nothing draw cards over here. counter over here. And I don't think it's Waterbender Ascension. But we'll take it just because I don't think we'd run another copy for everything else. Wow, this actually has a 46.5 game in hand win rate. That's actually awful. Guru. If we have 1, 2, 3, 4 lessons to go grab, might be okay. And we have spot in our 4-drop slot. We have a spot in our 4-drop slot, so let's take it here. Nothing here for us Rowdy Snowballers is awful. Let's take Vindictive Wardens. We already have so many Ruffians. I very much doubt we play Meteor Sword. But I think we already have multiple copies of the Ruffians. Hog Monkey. We could play Wolfbat for the first time. I'm just kind of curious, honest. To goodness. 3 mana 2/2. I don't like that it's understated. But it's like a 4 mana investment to have that 2/2 flyer twice. We can get Day of Black Sun or Lost Days back with this. That would be the best. Best thing we could do with Professor Zay. Okay. I think a decent blue-black deck. We have a decent amount of removal. We have a decent amount of power. We have a above average amount of draw, maybe too much draw. Grand can loot. Zay can loot. Loot. Draw. Mechanist, let's put this in the removal pile. What else do we have for removal? We have counter over here. We have Lost Days. Put Grand here so we can see all our cards at once. And we actually need to add a card. Let's add a Giant Koi as kind of like a land. And I think it makes more sense to have more islands than swamps. So let's run it like this, 9/7. Cool, I'll take a screenshot and resume when we find our first opponent. Okay, we found our first game and we can't keep this. It's got our board wipe, but it's one land in. We can definitely keep this. Let's send back our counter. It's worse on the draw than it is on the play anyways. Oh, he likes it. Wolfbat looks bad. I already don't like having it in the deck. I'm gonna guess green-red based off Rumble Arena. It's a good target to Earthbend because it has vigilance, and when it dies, we'll scry you a card because its ETB effect is to scry. Sure enough, there it is, green-red. We miss a land drop. It's unfortunate. We do have island cycling though. That's not a good use of mana most of the time. I mean, it's better than not hitting your land. We'll absolutely do it here. But 2 mana to go fetch a land feels bad. Okay, can't make use of his firebending mana. He will just, play a 3rd color. Bitter work. We want to do here? Let's attack with our Kyoshi Battle Fan first. Yeah, if he had Octopus form, he could untap there, but it looks like no Octopus form. Not a big surprise if he's playing all these colors. Octopus form, I feel, is not strong enough to splash for. I assume most people would agree. He is going to be able to Earthbend now and trigger Bitter Work, right? Draw a card. Is he Earthbend with a Fire Mana? He's not like Katara, blows her up. Attack a player. It's not deal combat damage, it's attack a player. What do we do here? We can either Swamp Snare, Trap, Rumble Arena, stop him from drawing a card. We can wipe it with Black Sun along with our Kyoshi Warrior. We can just Earthbend again. We can kill Vindictive Warrens. Let's play the Wolf Bat and threaten to block his Rumble Arena. He can, is this instant speed? He can only exhaust it once. 2. Yeah, I think this is better. He'll get a Scry. This would only kill one creature. That's fine. It's not exiled. And if we get one more land, we can pay X equals 3 here. He goes for a 5-mana pass, though, with 4 different colors. That's a little odd, to be honest. I'm still going to wipe 2 creatures for 1 card. Wow, that's rude. Blast us on the way out. So now it's 3 cards to 4, approximately equal, but hopefully Hama should get us some value here. Is it actually better to play Hama, or do we wait till we have some Waterbenders to cast the card in the same turn we play her? We'll also get a loot off Grand Grand. Kyoshi Battle Fan to the Grand Grand? What do we think? Big body. He's got all 5 colors. Wonder if he's got the 1 mana, the 1 green mana that can Earthbend for 5. He's playing Temples. That's kind of wild. Okay, well, we can Earthbend for 2 off my here. Let's do that. Not Earthbend, Waterbend. Cast one of his cards. Do we care about a 1/1 prowess? This is a 0 for us. And we could have taken something like Iroh's Demonstration and held that up. That probably would have been better. We don't care about 1-1 prowess. Let's attack with Hama. Okay, that looked crazy. Didn't even give the Invasion Submersible time to fully become a creature before it blocked and died. It's got a lot of lands. Let's see what we draw. Do we have any single blue pips besides Grand Grand? Let's check MS Paint. No. So, I mean, we'll still do it like this. Because he doesn't know that. He could threaten to have Octopus form. I'm an idiot. That's why I was trying to keep up black. Well. Keep that land in hand for Abandoned Attachments next turn. Wartime Protester, sing your song. He gets to draw a card off that. That's pretty good. We can't even kill it with Swamp Snare Trap. Let's start with Abandoned Attachments. We do lose 2 life, but I think it's going to be worth it. Okay, let's chill here. He actually cracks the clue on our turn, so Messenger Hawk will be a 1-2 unless he figures out another way to draw. Alright, well. Walking there, walking there. We do actually want Mai to die. He opts not to kill Mai. Now we're going to kill ourselves to 3 spells. Three non-creature spells. Let's play Messenger Hawk. Let's chill out for the time being. Got to admit that my Scornful Striker control deck is not looking like it makes a lot of sense right now. And he can ping us for 1 with the Black Shrines. Barrels of Blasting Jelly. Okay, good. I want Mai to die, to be honest. We will block here and trade for his little land is not what we wanted to see. Land is not what we wanted to see, version 2. Huh? What did he play to not die? I thought this was a 2/2. Hmm? Alright, well. Okay, Dragonfly Swarm. We can still kill that with Swamp Snare Trap. He does have a lesson in his graveyard, so he will draw a card, unfortunately. He's at only 13 left, as we sit at only 14. Let's start with killing that. Now we'll try and poke through the remaining damage with flyers. I think we have a good amount of land still left, though. This is 5, 8, 9. We have 10, 11. The graveyard. 13, maybe 4 left. Okay, mostly action. And we can start discarding cards with this. Okay, he's down to 9 cards in deck. We've seen just about everything. Reminder that he has Quench, he has Removal, he has the Invasion Spectacle. Toph is a good one. Let's pitch an island now. Foggy Swamp, Spirit Keeper. Lifelink is nice. And I think we actually chill here. End step, not combat hill. Earth bends, that's alright. Okay, we do get ping. That 4/4 can't attack yet. We'll always send back Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper. Our first time flyer. Oh, this is a land? He pings us death. We lost the shrine deck. This deck is probably not good. And we also played incorrectly if that's happening. So I think we do keep mine here. And cut 1 giant koi for 1 beetlehead merchants. And we'll keep this. Barrels of Blasting Jelly, turn 1. I do appreciate that the opponent is living his 5-color shrine deck dream. In Neon Dynasty, there was it shrines? Or were they called temples or shrines? I think they were called shrines. And that deck was not good, but every once in a while it would come together and you could do fun, cool stuff. Maybe go 4-3. Let's play our water bending lesson here. He's got a lesson card in graveyard, so he'll draw already. We can tap these two guys. We have so much discard, and we're not attacking anyways. We might as well water bend two bodies on the board. And our 3/1 clue tokens are going to be a pain in the butt for his Dragonfly Swarm, no matter how big he gets. That's kind of crazy, using Iro's demonstration to kill a 1/1, essentially. Let's do Mechanist. And abandon attachments on his turn. He has Quench, so we'll wait until his turn so he has 2 less mana if he does play it in response to abandon attachments. Alright, and that lets us guarantee we make a clue token at least before this thing dies. And we got our removal. I know we have discard with Professor Zay. Actually, yeah, that is, I think, a good enough reason to hold on to it. Is it? What do we want to play? Is it non-creature? Non-creature, non-land card. So we could get the Barrels of Blasting Jelly. 3, 5, 6. And then we cannot pay the ward. Let's play this lane out though. We're gonna have Clue Cracks here, and off Lost Days, and off Messenger Hawk. So if we get Professor Zay, we don't have a lane to pitch right away, that's fine. This will avoid... This would avoid the draw that he's getting. Let's play Messenger Hawk. If he has Quench, we can pay it. We'll take 2 in the air for now. Okay, there's this little prowess guy. An attack on the road. 3, 6, 7 lands. 8 is probably the maximum we're gonna want. Let's crack a clue to see what we draw. Beetle-headed merchants. Okay. Quench? He does have Quench now. Don't have enough mana to pay for the ward. I don't think we want Deadly Precision his prowess token. But we need to be careful here. Oh, he does not attack. Yeah, let's see what we draw with this first. They have Black Sun, interesting. You can send this back. Now we're tapped out and attacking through, but if he's got something, he's got something. 7. Not got something. And he put it on the bottom. Okay. Our deck is bad, but I think our opponent's deck is worse. So how do we not lose to it? I think we play it as is. That's the answer. Cool, yeah. Can't play Professor Zay until we get another island. But first time flyer into Artisan is fine. We'll draw some non-creature spells at some point that help us draw some cards. He got the firebending lesson. He'll blow us up right now if he does. It looks like he does. Yep. Okay. So he's gonna exhaust next turn. Earthbend 4. He won't be able to attack. How do we want to set ourselves up? I think we want to set ourselves up to play Day of the Black Sun for x equals 0. Alright, so he can exhaust, but the creature lane's going to be tapped. If he was smart, if he was real smart, what he would do is he would play something else this turn and would exhaust when he can attack this land. Blue token, kill his land, play, there we go, Professor Zay. So this was a 7 mana investment that we got to pay 3 mana to neutralize essentially. I mean, he still has that enchantment, it could still bring him value, but let's see first what Guru can hit. We've got plenty of lessons for him. Okay, no quench. Wow. Okay, I'll take a screenshot. But we whiff. That's unfortunate. Unagi's a pretty good one. We would need to play Day of the Black Sun for 5. To wipe him. So we would need 2 more mana. And he gets to draw cards off this. Wow. Well. Let's hope we get something nice off Ama. We do have 4 things to waterbend with. He does have quench. That's pretty good for him. We'll pass we'll toss Wolf Bat here. Yikes. Okay, so we can't even double block now with Guru and a 3-1. Oh no. What we can do is we can turn this into a 3-1. Block his Dragonfly Swarm. He's gonna let it go through. Then we'll toss Wolf Bat with, say, end of his turn. Hama getting countered for 2 mana was rough. These are 2 3-drops. It's like we're pretty far behind with him playing Unagi and drawing cards off it. I don't think playing Katara was correct. Okay, we can at least double drop that. Pick 5 again. Another Barrels of Blasting Jelly can blow us out if we triple block. So we hit him back for 6 here if we swing. He could blow something up with the jelly. I expect he'll play something, and we need to keep in mind that he's got 4/4 haste. This 2 life he's losing is going to be worth it to ping us, because he also heals for 1. And this is getting pretty low. E. So we would give him a bunch of cards. We played Abandoned Attachment, so let's just play Grand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So if we want to keep 1 mana open for Zay, we can play Grand. Can we attack with Katara? 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 mana left over. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, we can. If he blows us up with the Barrels of Blasting Jelly, that's fine. Activate only during our turn. I don't love this. I would have loved to have like Lost Days or something else. If he blows up a creature pre-combat, then we can't draw a card off Katara. looks like what he's gonna do. He's had United Front. I mean, we can at least wipe that with a Black Sun. We're gonna put ourselves down to 2. No attacks? Oh, we can't do that. We'll draw him 2 cards. 3, 5, 6. One, two, three. Now we can tap 6 creatures. Oh, if he barrels a Blasting Jelly, then we're just going to leave Green as an attacker. It might have been better to play an island. We're for sure going to toss Abandoned Attachments if we have to tap Green. But any second card we draw is going to trigger Unagi to draw 2 cards. It's not impossible to steal the game here. He does have 4 cards in hand. It's looking... He's down to 7. It's going to be pretty hard here. He's going to bounce Katara. Wait, why is it tapping Gran? And we're dead. He just needs to barrel... No, we're not. He needs 1 more land to blow up with Barrels of Blasting Jelly. Now we're dead. Oh, that's rough. I feel like we're in for a rough ride if we're losing to that kind of deck. I mean, Unagi's good, but we're losing to Temples. Is there anything we can do to save this deck besides draw Legend of Kurik? I think drop, yeah, Giant Koi for the merchants and pray. Okay, here we go. Turn 1 land. He has Curious Farm Animals, so he can actually destroy our Mythic Saga. I wonder if he sideboarded that in, or if that was in his deck to begin with. Okay, another Abandoned Attachments. We may pitch Abandoned Attachments with Abandoned Attachments. Two, 3. So he can block our Katara. Let's see if he's got Yip Yip. Okay, well, if he had Yip Yip, he could do it on the Hermetic Herbalist. And we'd be dead even with a lesson. Curious Farm Animals also would be a 3-3 and kill 2-3. If he plays another 2-drop creature, I may just cast the Black Sun for 2. He loves that Honest Work thing. We're at 5 mana now. Becomes an enchanted creature. 1/1. Is its mana value still 3? I believe so. Okay, well, shit. Shith. Shith. You can just destroy this with the Curious Farm Animals. That is kind of crazy. What if we wiped out his... Alright, let's abandon attachments first. I guess we get rid of abandoned attachments. Yuck. It's a little yucky. We could cast it for 1. We can attack here. We might as well. There is the 2/2 untap target creature, but let's see what he plays out before we play the Day of Black Sun and wrath the board. Or 3. So if we did this, 1, 2, 3, 4, we would need a lot of mana to play this in the same turn as Day of the Black Sun, and he'd have to be tapped out to the point where he can't spend 2 mana with the Curious Farm Animals to destroy it. If we cast it for 2 right now, we kill 3 of his creatures and 1 of ours. It's like not developing out of the board though. That's kind of annoying. I don't think he's seen the Day of the Black Sun. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. 4, we could cast this for 0. We just continue poking for now. We can take 1 more attack. Three, 4, 2. Crashing wave. Okay, well. Even if he doesn't play out a creature card, the Day of the Black Sun is coming out this turn. Energy bending. That's all right. So even if he has Quench with the Humble Merchant, we should be fine here, right? Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper comes out, and it'll start triggering off the Legend of Kurik next turn. Karuk. Alright, Scry. No, thank you. It's a pretty good Scry for us. We do have 4 mana. First time flyer. Long time listener. Okay, he has 1, 2 mana. He needs 3 mana to waterbend. Let's get some lifelink here. Pass passes the coward check, but we get 2 life. I'm still happy. True Ancestry. Oh, he's gonna bring back the farm animals and he can sack and destroy Kura History. I mean, that's the thing. Even as a sideboard card, you take care of the Saga, and I think it is good, but you're still spending 3 mana to kill a 4 mana investment that's already scryed to Andronis a card. And made a 1/1 unblockable off the Foggy Swamp Spearkeeper. He cannot waterbend and attack except that he is vigilant, so he can with that clue token. I doubt we need this mana, so let's just Humble Merchant chump. Guru, not a bad one if we hit a lesson. I think we've already, had our abandoned attachments, so that would have been the best one to hit. But we still have the counter spell, right? Yep. I'll take a screenshot of this. We're losing Kyoshi Battlefan, Professor Zay, Swamp Snare Trap, and Earth Village Ruffians. He knows this exists, so it's probably going to be less effective. But what is he going to do about this attack? Nothing. He's going to take 3. Unless he has the +2/+2 in reach. Cool. 1, 2, 3. We still have Professor Zay is on the bottom. We still have Grand to loot away lands from our hand. Two, 4, Spark this. If it goes 5/4, that's fine. If he waterbends, be a 5/2, that's okay. Dang, into the graveyard again. I do like to see that. I wouldn't mind playing True Ancestry. That's probably the most value for us. Oh, we can bring back Legend of Kurik. That's nasty. Let's tap a U. And let's tap a U. And let's make you a... what, a 3/5? Or do we want to make a bigger flyer? We want to make a bigger flyer. Okay. Let's make another 1/1 unblockable. And then we'll be sitting pretty. 3/6 is 5, 2, 3 more damage. He'll do 6. 3/6, 3/6. So 5/2, 5/3. I see. We can't block. Not profitably. I guess if we double blocked, then that would be fine, would it? 5 power, 6 power. Yeah. Double blocking with these two would be fine if he had nothing. Alright, Legend of Kure. Four. 4, 6. Does that make a difference? We hit him to 8 here, and then we would hit him to 4, 3, 7. Yeah, it does. Gran. Gran's cheap. I think we played a land for turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can hold up Soka's Haiku. 5, 6. He's dead next turn. So we just need to survive here. Okay. These are all the bodies. What's he gonna do? He's dead next turn. I think he realizes that. He's gonna go for it. So we just need to double block this, block this, and we can counter anything he does. Like even if he has the +2/+2 in reach to stop our flyer, we can just counter it. Okay, let's win. Scry 2. What's he got? What's he got? Oh, he can tap down first time flyer. 1, 2, 3, 4. I forgot we can't counter that. thank you. With my, I mean, it means he can't play a spell, basically. Maybe it is good. A non-creature spell without dying. 1, 2, 3, 4. We just play waterbending lesson here. We put a 1/1 counter in one of our non-summoning sick unblockables. Uncrustables. Swing. Decline. Still holding up counter, even though that doesn't matter. And Damage. Okay. Okay. Maybe this deck wasn't too bad. Maybe this is just how blue-black control decks feel. Because we could have won the first match against the Shrine deck. I am a little confused. We played it against more competent decks in the last 2 matches. But, I mean, the power level of Mechanist, pretty good. Hama has been awkward. Hama is awkward with triple blue or triple black. Especially in decks where you're not exactly blue-black. You're like only playing something in black or only playing some other color in blue. Legend of Kurik, obviously great, but this is slow. This is like not as good as the Legend of Yang Chen, which removes something immediately, or the double black saga, the Rise of Sozin, but still great. And the synergy is pretty good with the draw too. Boggy Swamp is great. This is one of the most powerful uncommons. It's worth going blue-black for. But, you know, Swamp Snare Trap is not great. We didn't have as many lost days as we'd like. Getting this thing quenched was not great. But Day of Black Sun, also good. So, can't believe we lost to the Temple deck, but we did. And Wolfbat is something I'll consider when we do have as much draw and discard as we did. This is like the best it would ever be. Because we had Abandoned Attachments to discard cards, Grand, and Professor Zay. I felt like Professor Zay was kind of bad. But 2-1's not a horrible result. We'll try again next time. GG's. See you next time. Next time.